I want to say I don't know who needs to hear this, but apparently a lot of people need to hear this. And it's not too late to cancel Wolverine. It's not too late to cancel GTA 6. It's not too late to cancel Sony and PlayStation. I released a couple videos the past week of canceling Wolverine, of canceling GTA 6, and those videos did really well for my channel. It brought over like 350 subscribers to the channel, so welcome aboard. And just overnight, now 2,000 subscribers is actually achievable. So if this is your first time here, or if you've been watching and haven't done so yet, please do consider subscribing. And big shout out to everybody who's been here since the beginning. But yeah, what's interesting about those videos is just how much engagement they had. They had so many likes, so many hypes, so many comments. But at the same time, there's been so many comments on the opposite side of the people who are like stubborn and are blinded by Sony. And my favorite comment of all, the ball and gun gamers, they showed up. The ball and gun gamers showed up to those videos and tried to defend Sony and the rise of digital media and all of that. And instead, I like to reply to like all my comments. I do. I'm a small channel. I'm usually capable. The summer's very busy. Summer's very busy months, and these videos blew up. I didn't reply to all of them, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stay on the sideline. I'm gonna watch and absorb these contents and watch, or the comments, and watch the discourse unfold and try to get a bigger picture. And the more comments that happen, the more data I got, the more viewpoint, and seeing how two-sided this really is, and how many people from both sides showed up. And so I want to just give a little bit of pushback on some of the comments I've seen on both Wolverine and GTA 6, and just kind of my take on some things that I think are just incorrect and ridiculous. So we'll start with Wolverine. And the biggest thing I've seen is because, I and so many other people have been preaching no disc, no buy. And so a lot of people are like, why cancel Wolverine in general? That game has a disc. So let's buy the disc version of the game and send Sony a message that we want physical games. And to those people, I think you're good people. I think you mean well. And I think you're naive also. Sony has already proven factually that they will fudge the numbers. And I just think of like that SpongeBob Patrick meme, right? Where Patrick is like, he's talking to Man Ray, and Man Ray's trying to give him back his wallet, and it's not my wallet. It's like, hey Sony, you're selling this physical game case, right? Yep. And this game case has a physical disc in it, right? Yep. And I can put that disc in my PlayStation 5 and install the game from the disc. Yep. And then I can play the game offline without ever connecting online, correct? Yep. So therefore, this must be a physical game. Makes sense to me. So then this is a physical game sale. It's a digital game sale. Like that's what Sony's going to do. Even if you buy the physical game of Wolverine, they're going to not see that 30 or 40% of people bought a physical version, and they're not going to think, oh no, we need to not get rid of physical games because we're going to lose 30 or 40%. All they're going to do is be like, oh, look how much money we made. Oh, and then think about next year when we're all digital, how much money we're going to make. Oh, that's all Sony's going to think. And yeah, the only way to send Sony a message is for them to not make money, make less money. If they make money, Sony's happy and they're comfortable and they're going to move forward with their plans. It is truly all about them not making money. There's other people who are like, well, why should Insomniac be punished for something that Sony's doing? It's not Insomniac's fault that Sony's getting rid of physical discs, so we shouldn't be punishing their company. We shouldn't be punishing their studio. To which I say, Insomniac signed a deal with the devil, right? They didn't know at the time, but they did. They signed the deal with the devil, and there's going to be casualties in this battle against physical media, trying to save physical media. Is it going to be Insomniac that falls, or is it going to be us consumers, us gamers that fall? And Insomniac signed the deal with the devil. They are just guilty by association. I have no obligation to keep Insomniac afloat, to keep them alive. Yeah, I feel bad for the employees if the company goes under, but it's like they can get other jobs or something. Like once physical media is gone, it's gone. It's most likely not coming back, or at least like Sony's not going to do it. And yeah, there's going to be casualties in this. And is it us or is it one studio? And it's like, yeah, that's I have no obligation to keep them alive. They signed a deal with the devil. It's unfortunate. I like Insomniac a lot. They're one of my favorite studios. I'd say they're my favorite PlayStation studio, and it's just an unfortunate situation. And their game is coming out at the worst time. It's the first party Sony game that's coming out after the announcement of no more physical media starting January 2028. So this is the time to send the message to Sony for them to make just less money. GTA 6, on the other hand, is so funny because it's a digital good. It's a digital game that can be like, you can pre-order it and you can get your bonuses and you can get them at any time. And that video in particular, I framed it as just cancel your pre-order. And even if you want to play it day one, just pre-order later. Just cancel it now to help send the message. And there's so many people who are like, I'm not canceling my pre-order. I'm not doing it. And one of my favorite things that people are saying is, it's like, the reason I'm pre-ordering is because what if I don't have that $100 in November? I need it. I'm gonna pre-order. I have the money now, so I'm gonna pre-order it, and that way, come November, there's no issue about me not having the money. And I'm just like reading those comments, and there's a lot of comments. That's like such a popular like take on it. Is, what if I don't have the money then? And I'm just like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That is some payday loan energy. If you have the $100 now, you can save the $100 and just not spend it, right? You can put it in a shoebox under your bed and just not spend it and have it. Like, the only reasons why you would not, if you have that $100 now, the only reason you would not have that $100 in November is because you lack self-control, or there was an emergency and you actually needed that $100, and you would be thankful that you had that $100 on hand. So the lack of self-control I don't think this is this like silver bullet gotcha like argument like defense like that you think it is. This is not some flex. What if I don't have the money by then? That is some payday loan energy. And that is the type of gamer that Sony wants. Sony wants you who is bad with money, because then you don't think. You don't think about it. You just buy the digital goods off of Sony's store and you help them make more money. You're probably so much more valuable to Sony than people who buy physical games, because people who buy physical games are smart and they like to shop deals and they like ownership and not rebuying the same things. And you guys with the payday loan energy can't hold on to $100 for 4 months without like the willpower to not spend it, even for something you really want. So you have to pre-order it right now. It is ridiculous. And there's just so many people who think that's just a good, valid argument. And I don't know. Yeah, my favorite comment I've seen people talking about, that the ball and gun gamers that show up. And I just think GTA 6 is actually just becoming a game lumped up there with those ball and gun gamers, your Call of Duty, your FIFA, your sports games. And it's like GTA 6. And I don't know, as us real gamers, I'm going to say it, real gamers, I don't know. I think GTA 6 is just turning into this like casual thing. And when you think about any game and IP that becomes too big and too casual, then the game starts becoming handholdy and then like filled with bloat. Like that's such a the bloat thing has always been such a big pushback about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And I love Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's one of my favorite. It is my favorite modern game. I liked the bloat. I liked the mini games. I do like a lot of mini games, but it's such like a big criticism of the game is the bloat. I feel like GTA 6 is going to be the biggest bloated game of all time. I think that it's going to be very handholdy. So if you just play like the mission, the single player game of the story, I think it's going to be very handholdy. I think it's probably going to be very cutscene heavy, because now it's really catering to that casual ball and gun gamer audience, and so they don't want you to be stuck on the game, so there's gonna be no challenge. I mean, I'm sure like the story is gonna be cool and like the cutscenes are gonna be good, but is it gonna become too much cutscenes? Is the game gonna just play itself, and then is it just gonna fall into that trap of so much of the game just introduces you to more of like the mini games and subsystems, and just have this long tutorial session? I don't know. The more I think about I was hyped about GTA 6 a year ago. I took a week off of work trying to time it, as like I feel like many other people did, and then it got delayed. And I was like, whatever, I'll just take that week off anyway. But now I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just gonna sound the silent. I'm getting less and less excited about it, and the game's feeling just more and more casual and more uninteresting. And there's gonna be just so many like sheep that have the same thoughts of opinion. It looks really good. The game is really good. That's gonna be the narrative about GTA 6 and how it is. But then at the same time, it's gonna be 30 frames per second, and I don't know. So yeah, the community of GTA 6 who has no self control, that can't hold on to $100 for 4 months, that's who Sony's catering to, and I think that's where they want the PS6, and that's where their audience. The PlayStation 6, PS5, and PS6 is just going to turn into this community of people who are ball and gun gamers, GTA 6 gamers, who have no self control and don't care. And that's just the future of PlayStation. Oh, in live service games, they really want people who play live service games, and because they want to have their own live service game on there. And that's really the future of PlayStation and the community. And they had good IP, good games, but they've all kind of fallen into this trap of being the same exact game. And so I don't know, like they think they say Wolverine that sells well. All they're gonna think is like, well, now people are gonna definitely want to play Wolverine 2, and they will buy a PlayStation 6 and buy it digitally because they're just gonna have to play Wolverine 2. And I just don't. That's not the community I want to be a part of, and that seems like that's a community that Sony wants because they're the ones that are bad with money. They can't hold $100, and you know what? They're probably going to have a deal with payday loans to be able to finance the PlayStation 6. It's probably going to be I bet you that they're going to have some kind of finance plan, not necessarily a payday loan, like with Best Buy or Target or whatever. They're going to probably, or even with Sony themselves, that they're going to really try to market the PlayStation 6 on a financial plan, buy now, pay later, right? And then maybe they use their own Sony credit card so they can earn the interest on that too. That's what it's going to be about. That's how you make a lot of money. Start financing the digital games. $80 games, just use the PlayStation credit card, just finance that, and then, only make them minimal payments. You can buy PS6 for $29 a month. Don't worry about it. That's going to take you 8 years to pay it off. Don't worry about it. So I don't know, you guys. It's not too late to cancel. Don't be one of them ball and gun gamers with no self control that just takes it. And I just can't believe the PlayStation 3 generation, the Xbox One generation, gamers wouldn't take it. And then so many of you guys are just bending over and taking it because it's GTA 6. This franchise that used to be great, and now it's just another one of your casual ball and gun games. And I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be as hype. I think I can totally see a retrospective of GTA 6 being just the most overhyped game of all time, not actually that good. Those are the videos that are going to show up a year or two after the launch of GTA 6. GTA 6 is going to come out. It's going to be super hyped. People are going to love it. And then we're going to look back and see all the retrospectives. And same with all the first party PlayStation games. Wolverine is going to come out. People are going to like it because they're hyped about the new Avengers movie and they're all into Marvel and all that. We're going to look back and it's like, wow, it's the same game as Spider-Man. Same game as Miles Morales, same game as Spider-Man 2, just reskinned, new animations. I press the same buttons and I do the same thing. So it's not too late to cancel, guys. It's a long fight, and if this video just helps one more person cancel and boycott, then it's worth it. So like and subscribe, hype it, get more people to see it. That's been very helpful. Not just for me and my channel, no, for the movement. Comment no disc, no buy. Even though Wolverine has a disc, like, just don't buy it. It's first party Sony. Don't buy it. Just boycott Sony. There's a big sale going on Best Buy right now. I saw a Sony, and I'm looking at it. I'm just like, man, I could buy a couple games I'm missing for pretty cheap. I'm like, I just feel disgusted by Sony PS5. Like, I just don't want to. I don't want to buy anything right now. Not in this moment of time. So, all right, you guys. That's the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.